Good evening, children. Hope you're all doing good. Welcome to social science class. We are going to discuss about democratic government, that is chapter 4 in political science. What is the meaning of the word democracy? Democracy means the power to the people. Let us discuss the key elements of a democratic government. Okay, what do you mean by a democratic government? According to Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest presidents of USA, he said that democracy means the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Okay, what do you mean by the government by the people? The adult citizens of the country choose the members of the government from among themselves. How? Yes, through vote. Okay, the citizens who are above 18 years of age has the right to vote and choose the government. These elections are just one of the ways of the people's participation in the decision making process. So this democracy is called as the people's government. This is a powerful government all over the world, and it is followed by most of the countries. Here the chosen members they will take the decisions on behalf of the people. So this process is called as representative democracy. The chosen representatives are the decision makers on behalf of the people. So this is called as government for the people and of the people. Okay, so for this government there are some important features. Okay, so out of that, people's participation is a major thing. So the people participate in the laws through their elected representatives through vote. The government is elected for a fixed period of time. That is, in India it is for 5 years. Okay, so 5 years is the ruling period. Okay, at the end of that period the elections are held again. Okay, if the people are satisfied with the government, they will re-elect the same government again. So what are the people's role in a democratic country? The people can criticize the government. Okay, what do you mean by criticizing? They can express their views through different media. Okay, so what are the different media? Internet, television, radio, magazines, newspaper, and social media. These are different types of media. Even the films. Okay, if the government's decision is against the will of the people, they can also participate in the various form of protest like rallies, signature campaigns. Now with the signature boards they can protest and strikes, etc. Okay, the government had to sometimes change its decision because it is responsible to the people, it is answerable to the people. So if the decisions taken is against the people's will, the government has to reconsider it. The government is also in charge of resolving the conflicts. What do you mean by conflicts? Okay, conflicts are fights or arguments. When people don't agree on something, they are said to be in conflict with each other. Okay, protests are also a part of democracy. Okay, they can lead to conflicts as well. Yes, sometimes protests do end up in big fights with stone throwing or even fires that are started. Okay, in this case the government, particularly the police, have to work hard to control these fights. Let me tell this with the help of an example. Okay, so a river flow may be through 2 or more states. How the water is shared between the 2 states can also be the reason for the fight or conflicts between 2 states. Okay, now look at the path of the Kaveri river. Kaveri river has started or originated from the Tulu district of Karnataka, and major part is flowing through Tamil Nadu also. Okay, the Karnataka has a dam on the river, and so the Tamil Nadu has Mettur dam over the river Kaveri. Tamil Nadu does not get water unless Karnataka releases it. When Karnataka doesn't release it, there is a conflict, a fight between two states. Okay, now who is responsible for settling this fight? Obviously, the central government. The central government has to step in and work out a solution. They have to find a solution for this problem so that both the states will share the water fairly or equally. Now let us discuss the key element of a democratic government in need for equality and justice for the people. In a democratic country, everybody is equal in the eyes of law. Okay, equality can be achieved only when there is just distribution of resources available. Okay, but in olden days, due to the old caste system, a lot of people were said as untouchables or Dalits and were treated very badly. Okay, they don't get proper resources. Okay, in a democracy, it is important that everyone gets treated fairly, which is equality and justice. So something has to be done for these people to reverse the wrong. Okay, that is why provisions are given for these Dalits from our constitution. For that, all people must be considered equal. No one is allowed to treat Dalits badly anymore. If anyone does, they can be punished by the law. Dalits are also given with special admissions to colleges and in jobs, in government jobs. This is called this reservation of seats. Okay, the reservations are for the weak. Okay, they are supposed to help them get stronger like other people in the society. That's it, children. These are the key elements of a democratic government. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can clarify in the online session. Thank you, children.